Hey, everybody. It's your boy, Edwardo Jackson, founder, creator, CEO of CinemaDraft, LLC, and CD3D, back for another AMA Wednesday. Thanks for joining us or for listening later. So, this might be a short one today. Not a ton of new development, but we are still steadily working in the background. Otherwise, I would not be here with you today. Token price, it is what it is. The market overall is down. As you can see, Binance Coin, a shade under 300, or just hit 300. So you can't expect great returns right now when we still are working on our product, but product is right around the corner. I would like to thank our hosts over at Unifarm for different AMA last week. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. The voice note AMA, basically the host would talk, record a message. I would talk, record my answer. Sometimes I'd jump in while they were either waiting for the next question, or if I saw an interesting question in the chat to respond to, sometimes I would join in and record my response as well. So it was cool. Yeah, it was different. So thank you, Unifarm. And as you can see, here we are over here in the Unifarm pool. Let me refresh this, and let's see, as we're wanting, let's see how Mel Rob's making out with this new staking pool. So far, looks like we have just a shade under 16,000 full, 7% full, $16,000 worth staked. And if you want to check your stakes, you click over to earn, then my stakes over here. And here's Mel Rob, currently earning 213%. Look at her go. View details. This is how much she staked. This is how much she's earned so far. Oh, and we're into week 2. Now we're starting to earn some Unifarm as well. Very sexy. So right now we're earning both CD3D and Unifarm, all for the low, low price of staking just our CD3D. All right. So Unifarm, if you haven't staked some of your CD3D, I highly suggest you do. Check it out. Okay, so one small development that we had this week, it was time to do another liquidity lock. Liquidity came available again on the 13th. We end up relocking, I think, on the 14th, so it's still going to be another 30 days. But we had to, something was off with Team.Finance. If anyone from Team.Finance hears this, hopefully you'll answer my my support ticket. I wasn't able to relock the 16 million on there, so I had to go. I went and experimented on CoinTool, the app, which was pretty much half the price, but a little bit more costly. Turns out they actually take out 0.1%. So 160,000 CD3D went to those guys over there at CoinTool. Donation, they called it. I didn't realize that till afterwards. So right now we're only have locked 15.84 million, but I will make up the difference after, once liquidity is released. We'll cover any the 160,000 that was lost right there. And maybe we'll take it from marketing. Marketing can stand to lose some tokens. All right. So, and so that's what we did on the 14th. So locked in the 30 days, 16 million. And we will revisit that on June 13th. What else? Let's see. Just a small update on DraftStream. back in the lab. You might see a potential test game out. This is what our talent pool is looking like for our internal test. If we open up to a wider test, I will let you know. So what's good on TV this week? Well, looks like Netflix popping with A Perfect Pairing. Angeline. Now, I don't know if any of you all have lived in LA, but when I used to live in LA about, oh my goodness, wow. So talking about 12, 15 years ago, when I lived in LA way back when, you would see these random billboards for a really busty lady all in pink and touting herself as Angeline. I never knew who she was. I guess she was trying to get put on as an actress. I never knew what her deal was. Well, someone made a miniseries about it starring Emmy Rossum from Shameless. So I'm going to check it out. My expectations are low, though. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. It's going to draw the family set. The G Word with Adam Conover seems interesting. It's like a docudrama on the government. I know. Very sexy. And then the Ipcrest File actually is streaming on AMC. It's like a 60s spy thriller starring Joe Cole of Peaky Blinders fame. Peaky Blinders! Oh, I just love doing that accent. All right. What else interesting is there going on? I don't know. I mean, this might be an all-time shortest AMA Wednesday. I mean, nothing more to report except that we have new talent in place. We are closer than you think to completing CD3D decks, so just stay tuned about that. Ditto for Draft Stream. I will not put any estimates on the time horizon, but all I can promise you is that it's happening very shortly. And let me tell you, look, I'm not trying to drag this out. I'm not trying to lead anyone on. I mean, the quicker we get these done well and put out and launched to the world, the sooner I can get paid. I mean, that we all over here working hard at CinemaDraft can get paid and start, ramping this ecosystem up. So I'm not, so I'm just as anxious as you guys are to get all this done, working hard on it every day, I promise you. And fingers crossed, we are hard at it. And I think that's pretty much it. Nothing let me check the Twitter real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything overly interesting. I mean, the state of crypto, just like everything else in tech right now, is down. It's pretty bad. Luna, the Luna collapse, I'm sure you heard about. Some people are actually out here buying Luna, throwing $1,500 onto the fire, just trying to see if they get lucky. When it seems like all indications are that Do Kwon, the founder, has pretty much abandoned it. Yeah, it's not doing anything or going anywhere. But everyone's like, oh, if it gets to a cent, if it gets to 10 cents, I'm a millionaire. Well, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. I believe it will certainly hit $1 this year. Who is with me? Well, look, I pitched $50 into the fire myself. If it hits $1, then I'm 100,000-aire. How about that? And I guess maybe they're trying to burn Luna so that it actually, because at first their big idea was, okay, we'll just keep printing and minting tokens. That didn't work, and so now they're supposed to be burning tokens. I have no idea what's up with it. I threw $50 into the fire just to see what's up, because you never know. This is totally one of those YOLO plays. Totally YOLO. Because we are in a down market. But look at this volume, though. 1 billion in 24-hour volume. which is just about as much as its market cap, its circulating supply. And actually, yesterday this volume was down 65%. Yesterday, this was actually at like 3 billion in volume to like 1 billion in market cap. It was cranking. So people are, there's still a pretty active trade market for Luna. But that's pretty much it. I don't see anyone listening in the chat right now. If anyone is lurking or listening, the floor is yours for questions, because that really wraps up the update. Oh, thank you, Aisha. Appreciate that. We will refresh. We'll retweet this. People trying to jump on our name. No, thank you. We shall block. And so I guess it's going to do it for now. A short, to the point, abbreviated AMA Wednesday. Not a whole lot of story to tell, but thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for listening and supporting the community. We'll be back next Wednesday to answer your questions with more information. Hang in there, 3Ders. We're working hard for you. We appreciate you. Holla at your boy.